Follow the finger.
Restorations where all turns new. Bikes and cars revived, it's quite a view. With Cass and Winnie, the restoration team will make these classics fulfill their dream. Watch the shades from rust to shining chrome. Each builds a journey, glad you've come along. If our restorations get your motor running, like and subscribe, keep the channel humming.
Hello kids, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be trying to clean up, tidy up and get working something that was just given to me by a friend that lives a fair way off, and I went in the van, which was great. It did that curly whirly thing a few times, 3 times, but it got me there and back, and it was really good. That's not the point of the video. The point of the video is I have been given this radio cassette player, and this wonderful old lady used to own it, and she sadly passed away, and it doesn't work now. And the gentleman said, could I take it away and make it work? So that's exactly what I'm going to try and do, and it's a nice piece of kit. Take a look at this. It's a Marantz Super Scope. Now, I don't know any more about it than that, other than it plays radio. Does it play radio, or is it just a cassette player? It's just a cassette player, isn't it? It is just a cassette player. Professional cassette recorder, C205. So it's a PA system, play and mix, one-touch record, servo control, dual flywheel. Oh, that works because it weighs a flipping ton. And I think I'm right in saying it's got twin heads. Yes, it has. It has twin heads, twin recording heads, and you've got a razor head over there. That has done some mileage. You can almost see the wear. I can see the wear with the naked eye, where so much cassette tape has gone across this, and it is slowly abrasive, and it's slowly worn away the head. So whether it'll work or not, I don't know. Let's have a quick look in the battery compartment. Oops. Super Scope rechargeable battery pack. Never heard of them. But Marantz, I have in my audio setup upstairs in the playroom, I have a Marantz CD player, and jolly good it is too. I'm trying to do all this one-handed again. As usual, lovely attention to detail. We've got nice 4 little rubber feet there, which are still rubbery. Oh, thank you. I've already removed the strap, which is here. All comes apart. Everything comes apart. That's really ganky. So luckily, that's part of the shoulder strap there. Total shut off system, 3-head system. Yeah, and there's some little whirligigs here for specialist, whatever that's for. Don't quite know, but I'm sure I'm going to find out. So what else have we got on here? We've got 6-volt DC in, 240 in, speaker mon. What would that be? Monitor? I don't know. Let's put that on there so I can just spin this all around really easy. You've got a VU meter. This light's really annoying. Yeah, apparently the lady listened to this and played cassettes constantly. Well, not obviously. It was her favourite go-to piece of kit. That won't play until that's pressed in, so put that in. Oh, it still won't play. Oh, we have issues. Okay, don't we all? So, microphone remote, auxiliary, so I can run my phone into that, or an external music source, record or playback, line out extension speakers, maximum 8 ohms. Okay, so that's what we're up against at the moment. Let's have a really good look around just at the mucky of this, and then I need to start getting the screwdrivers out. What we got? Phillips. It's not Phillips, it's JIS actually, and somebody's already been here before me. They're rounded. Yeah, someone's been in here already. Look, rounded. Why round them off? Nip them up by all means, but they're all rounded, so they've all been, you know, after you've done the first one, you sort of think, oh, hang on a minute, I'll do that a bit less beans next time, but there we are. So, scope, Chatsworth, California, USA, C205, 6 volts. How many watts is it? It doesn't say. Made in Taiwan, in Japanshire. There you go. Right, I'm going to crack on with that in a bit. A bit of a headache today. I think it's the weather. Don't know. A little bit of paint work in there. That should scratch off, shouldn't it? Yeah. Okay, well, catch you in a bit. Okay. Let's take all the parts. Yes, even. Yep. In it right, Woos. Yeah, it's got to go in. If it's dirty, it's going in. You got the plight. You got the right plight. Okay. Oh, that's tough. Now, do these come out? Don't want to break anything. Yes, they do. But you got to have muscles in your Brussels for this, which I don't have much of left. Now this little sausage, that needs to come out. I'm gonna have to get my pliers down here with the heat shrink on the ends, so as not to mark these. Does that come out? No, and they're all fixed. I think that's about it, isn't it? Oh, hang on a minute. Where's the battery box? I've got to be very careful. There's a spongy on there. Okay, I'll take that apart in a minute. Let's go and get this in the cooking cauldron. This is the best part for me, so we'll put that piece up there, and the rest of it. Oh, soak my little beauties. And we've got the weapons of choice there. Obviously, we've got the wife's toothbrush, the wife's powder puff brush, and my shaving brush. Right, let's crack on. Right, we've got 5 long bolts and a short one for the back there. 2, 4, 6. Short one goes up there. But I can't get the shell apart. Now, here's 2 screws on the bottom. I've just taken out. Little M3s, I think. We have some sort of movement now. Okay, I'm going to have to approach this a very cautious way, I think. So it looks like this piece and that is one piece. Looking at that movement there. So I'm wondering, we've got a tiny little grub screw in there. That might be just the last thing that's holding that from coming off. Right, I'm going to need to have a really good look at this and just see if there's anything I've missed. Okay. Now I have got. Oh, we're getting movement there. So let's try that there. get a movement here, I wonder. Try and get my hand in there. Oh, yes we are. Let's try. Oh, okay. I think we're in, guys. So let's just use the thickness of my fingernails to gently remove this back panel. And there is a cable on it, or a wire, whichever you choose. And I can see the remnants of what looks like, to me, a drive belt. Yeah, that's gone that horrible, tacky, gluey. Let's get a bit of tissue here. It goes like rubbery tar, doesn't it? And if you get it on your fingers or anywhere else that it shouldn't be, it will mark it. And it doesn't come off with white spirit. It doesn't come off with terps. It doesn't come off with isopropyl alcohol. Get off. It is ghastly stuff. It's basically the rubber that has gone back to being its original compound. I think whatever's added to it disappears. No, not my finger. No. Oh, it's horrible. Look. It's like trying to get the smell of diesel out your skin, trying to get rid of that. Well, that's soldered onto there, so that must be a metallic backed plate as a shield. Yes, it is. Okay, so there's belt. Are there any more traces of belt before I take this off? Let's have a look in them cracks. No, look at that. Horrible nastiness. And it's soldered on there too, so I need to just desolder one of these. And I think I'm going to desolder it from here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Oh, look. Oh, no. Do you know what? I thought that was a bit of drive belt there. Haha. A bit deceiving there. Okay, right, let me crack on with this. Yeah, flipping burger. Got another piece there, and I thought I saw another piece under there. I did. Now I am going to be in so much trouble if any of that gets anywhere near the carpet, because I've ruined this carpet basically. It needed changing anyway, but it is more than needing replacement. See how sticky it is? It just literally touched that. What am I going to do here? Honestly. I've never known material like it. I mean, it is probably like base rubber, isn't it now? Okay, any more before I start desoldering things? I do not want any of that on the floor, because I will get shot, and this will be my last episode, I can promise you. Right, okay, let's crack on. Okay, right, I think I've got all that muck cleaned away. I'm not going to get rid of that tissue just yet, because I know I'm going to need... There's going to be more. It's going to be more. I'll wait for the quick option of just snipping this with the cutters, because otherwise I've got to get all the soldering irons set up and all that fluff. I don't want to be getting that too far into that today for other reasons. All right, let's just lay it down then. I'm not worried about any of these shorting out on anything, because I've got leather table mats. So I'm going to just do that to it like so it's sitting comfortably. Now, can we just get the top off the same way as we did the bottom? Okay, so it's got a little bit of resistance around here somewhere, so let's spin that round. Nope. Yep. So we've got a little bit of resistance around the front here, and I can guarantee you there's a nut behind there holding this into there. So I need to get this front plate off, I think. That's really going to happen, isn't it? This is the part I love, because you're learning so much about the equipment just trying to undo the thing. See, there's a nut inside there, look. Okay. Oh, I'm going to risk it picking out my fingers. Ah, you see what I mean? If I'd have picked that up and waved it around, it would have been all over the carpet. There's one flywheel. And yeah, no belt on it. Oh, there's a part of a belt, look. There's a bit there. You little monkey. So I've just got to be super duper careful. Okay, so we got... Oh, hang on. We're getting a bit more... We're getting a bit more palatoy now, aren't we? Now I wonder... Do I take... Now that PCB there, that is going to be... All these potentiometers and buttons are going to be soldered on to this board. So this board will have to come out this way, so the buttons all sort of disappear through. But like I say, you've got a nut in there, so you're going to need to take the nut off first somehow. And it's just it's a Rubik's cube basically for adults, isn't it? I do like this kind of thing. Right, let's spin that round again a bit more. I should actually... I've got a platter. I purchased a platter from Temu. Do you know, I might even just go and get it. Oh, right, not going to force anything. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, what have we got going on here? We've got a little bit of sacrificial stuff coming in. It's something to do with that. I can bet you that you've got to press something down here. That won't work until that's in, but that won't work because the play button's stuck. Normally you have to, you know, mouse is down. You can... Oh Christ, thundering again. Yep, something is stopping that, and I need to find out. The only thing I can find in this area that's holding, could possibly be holding in that front part, the top part of the sandwich. There's a screw here, and looking in the side there, it's part of... It's a pillar of sorts, isn't it? Let's whiz that out of there. Got a big long thing. Oh, okay. To me, to you, yeah, it's just one of them. So that might... Oops. Yes. Yes, that was one. Now, is there another one? Yes, there is. And there it is. That's the screw that this little screw there went into. So it's got a double job. A, it's a pillar of the community, and B, it's also one of the backs. Very clever, Marantz. I do like Marantz stuff. There we go. There's another one there, look. With a slot in it. So, good. Now, I should now be able to turn this back over very carefully and lift off this panel here. Okay. Okay. What we got in here? Speaker cables. Yep. Now, in a modern day world, they would be... shh. I hope you didn't hear that, guys. I do apologise. Kaz is hoovering upstairs very aggressively. I think she just said a very rude word. Right, again, I'm going to have to... Oh, I didn't really want to start snipping lots of cables. This condenser mic. Okay, we've got a cassette counter. Why is the play button stuck? Don't really know. I'm sure with a little bit of a clean, that will come out of there. Never touch the heads unless you've got isopropyl alcohol on a stick. Ah, so we have got two capstan drives. There's one there that spins around. I think that's the one we could see. And that one's really not happy at all. Why would you have two of that? Unless that's a fixed one. But it says dual flywheel, so we're going to find out, aren't we? Those of you that are still awake, thank you for spending time in my little world of trying to fix things. Right, leave me to it. Oh, what's this one like? This one, beg your pardon. Yeah, that's all right. It's a little bit on the tired side, a little bit on the sad side. And here we go. There's another one for the counter there. Let's see the counter. Trying to count. I'm going to be replacing everything, so not to worry. I'm going to be oiling all the little pivot wheels and all the rest of it, cleaning the capstan wheel, that one. Just hoping that no cogs are broken. Okay. Right, let's crack on. Okay, what I decided to do was cut these cables. Now, before you start jumping up and down, shouting at me, I've cut them right there. So I just need to literally desolder that and solder the black back on there. It's the best way. Anyway, let's have a look at this speaker. I need to have a quick go online in a minute and just see what year of manufacture this is, because I have no clue. There's nothing stamped on here about the date. I don't know what that stands for. I don't know enough about stuff like this, the technical side of things, but going by the way everything's soldered together and not push pins and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to say mid to late 70s. There, I've said it. I don't know. Anyway, lots to do. So now I've taken that out of there. These need to go in the screw fixings box. And this little piece now, because that is, I mean, that is like a mesh, like a nylon. There's a speaker. Wool, condenser mic hole. Now that can literally go in the sink with that, but that can't go in completely because I don't want to ruin that piece of paper on the back of there, that card. Right. That's probably a bolt in there, is it? Something like that. Little nut there, little. That looks like a 7mm. Okay, now normally you have date stamps on motors. Now I don't know if that 70 is relevant. I don't know. 06, I don't know. I'm gonna, like I say, I'm gonna need to get right in there, aren't I? Okay. Let's pause it again there. Okay, now in order to get this fascia off, I think we've already spoken about the lock nut in there, but that's another thing. I've noticed that there's two, top and bottom there and top and bottom on the other side. I've removed this little screw already, this little one there from the top, and I've noticed that there isn't one in the bottom. So, like I said before, somebody has been in here already. They probably saw the belt falling apart and put it back together, but they haven't got too far with it. Or have they? We don't know. Yeah, see, we've got both there. No, I need two hands. Okay, got those two out, all right. Now I'm beginning to pull this piece forwards, and I think the only thing left now, there we go, it's these buttons. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what it makes me do. Look at that, that is going to look fantastic when it's clean. That is brilliant. Nothing's snapped off, nothing's broken. There's a little bit of paint on there. Proper metal inserts in places. Let's get rid of that light. Proper metal used, not this all plastic nastiness. There's even little soft pads just here, so when the buttons pop back up, they don't slap against anything there. Little bit of a mark there, in case I might even put a little bit of button back on there, a little bit of pad. So I need to measure these so I can make duplicates, because once that's gone in the sink, they will come off. Wow, that is so snarly, isn't it? Right, that's another piece of the puzzle. Now we've got the VU meter. Oh, that's not stuck on there. That's fine. Yeah, there's a little nut. That little button should come off of there, but I'm not going to force it if it doesn't want to. What about these buttons? I need to have a closer look at that before I start. There you go. Look, there's a big nut on there. If I want to take this plastic piece out, these can come off. These little dust connectors. You can just sort of turn them around and refit them like that, but I know that there's dirt on the other side, so that's not the way I do things. That muck has to come off of there, and that will be thoroughly washed and properly dried in good time, in its own good time. Let's put them in there. Okay. Really worrying about these pieces here, but I think it's all, yes it is. This is all part of the housing now. I reckon. What do we need to do? I think we do need to undo these, so that will allow us to lift the external, the exoskeleton, if you like, off of all this guff. But I don't know. If you've done one of these before, you're probably shouting at the thing, no, that's not how you do it, you Wally. So how do these? Oh, they've been glued on. I can see glue in there. That's a real shame. I don't want to force anything, because that's when things start snapping. And I'm putting quite a bit of pressure on these, just doing this, because I can, because it's quality. This is what these bigger names are all about, quality. You see the prices in the shop, you think, oh my goodness, but you're paying for that quality, aren't you? You know, buy once, buy cheap, buy twice. Just checking the pots out, these capacitors. They look all right so far. Okay, I'm going to go and start scrubbing some of these things. And then I'm going to get the vacuum cleaner out with the tiny little nozzle with a brush on it, and get all this hoovered out, get these swabbed and cleaned in situ, and see where we get to. Okay, I can't really see it with that light on, but these are proper skankaroony. Only to be expected. Right, I'm going to do a little bit of homework now and find out some more about this thing and what year they were made, or what years they were made, shall I say. Okay, right, I'll see you in a minute. Right, Tinterweb says 1978. I didn't go any further than that. I didn't know if there is additional years of manufacture, but most of them say 1978. If you're new to my channel, guys, do apologise for my stuttering. I've got lots of issues going on, mentally and physically, so I'm a bit of a Joey Deacon. Right, now looking at this, I need to get into where the belt is on the flywheel. So in order to get to this seems to have like I say, the exoskeleton shell. Oh my god, like that, and things that seem to be bolted to it. So I think those two screws free up all of this gubbins in here. The cassette part, which I need to really get to, is held onto the frame. So we've got one screw there, and we've got a screw there. And possibly that motor screw down in there. This fits onto the plastic of the cassette player. I'm just going to have to do some unscrewing of stuff, aren't I? And just see what I can come up with. I mean, the other route, obviously, is to unscrew this bottom section. So you've got 1, 2, 3 screws there, but then you get into a whole can of worms because everything's soldered together. You've got those 5 screws holding those 5 switches in the front there, then those nuts on there, nuts on there, nut on the phono at the top. They're not phono, the headphones or microphone even, wasn't it? What was it? Phones. So I'm going to try, like I say, and free up this cassette part. I've got a feeling that was sort of the last part of the puzzle to go in. Because it's like a layered, it's what I call a layered system, isn't it? You get one component, you screw one component, another component to it, then you screw another component to it, and you can only be put together in a certain way, like interlocking fingers sort of thing. And I think that's what we got here. Okay, right, I'm gonna have a bit of a screw and see what happens. I might have to go and drop the kids, actually. Anyway, I hope you're having a good Christmas so far. If you're not into all that kind of stuff, I just hope you're keeping well. Okay, right, let me crack on. Right, I've taken out 1 screw so far. It's not a set screw. It is like a counter. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's not threaded as such. It's and I tend to undo a screw and then see what play and what moves. So we've got lots of cables attached to this area and lots of little tie wraps or zip ties. Yeah, no, I know someone's been in there because these weren't around, I don't think, in 78. Yeah, someone's been in there for something, and why wouldn't they not, unless it was serviced? Unless the lady had it serviced for some, because something broke on it previously. So yeah, we've got really sharp edges on these zip ties. I've just seen that. Usually, you see, it'll be these sort of things, these wrap round metal plates, metal tin plates, with like a plastic sort of heat shrinky sleeve on it, so it insulates against the sharp edges. Okay, just having a fiddle. Stop fiddling, easy. Do the job in hand. Right. Now I'm going to undo this other screw now. This one here. Always use the right screwdriver, kids. JIS, always the way to go. Japanese industry standard. So there's 2 the same, which is good because I've had a few machines, haven't I? If you've watched my back catalogue of radios and things and record players, some really old machines, they have every screw that's holding whatever, a cassette player. It's all different. Everything's different. It's like a parts bin. What do you call it? So that's free now. That seems to be. That seems good. So that's okay. This seems to be attached to this little PCB. So if we unwind this little cable grip. Come on. Rah. We can then free that up. Bend that back over. So something else is stopping that mechanically moving up. It's actually hitting something metallic. Metallica. Nothing underneath it's obvious. Okay, answers on a postcard. Right. Look at the bonus in there, look. Yeah. Ooh, careful of them switches. Okay, so that end, totally free. Okay, let's have a go at that little screw there. That's a shame. I thought that would be magnified. Never mind. Right, let's try and lift that up now. Ah, that's better. That's giving us more purchase. Yeah, I think I'm right. I think I use that little screw down in there. I can't see. Let me use the camera screen to find the screw head. That's a bit sad, isn't it? There we go. Nice metallic, magnetic screwdriver. Again, same screw. So what we got then? Have we got movement here? Yes, we have got movement there. That is ultra brilliant. That is superb. Let's just maneuver that out of the way. That's still making a horrible clunky. Ah, I can see it now. I can see it. Look down in there, guys. See that metal plate that the screwdriver's touching? It's hitting the plastic. Look, you see? So that says to me that I need to lift this end up and then move the whole thing out, and then it should come out like that, I guess. What's holding this in so far is... Don't know. So that's out. I don't think there's any more screws holding that in there, in all honesty. So should we go for lift off? Need to snip these, don't I? Right, need to go and find my snips now. Okay, right, we're down to the nitty gritty now. I've just taken off that cable tie that was around this structure part there, which held the cables for the tape heads. So now I'm just gingerly wrestling, making sure there's no other cables. Oh, I can flip that up there. Okay, is that going to rest on there? What's that resting on? Okay, so I'll look in here. What we got here then? I can see one little nasty straight away. Here. Just need some toilette to prepare. Put that on. Where'd it go? There. Come on. Or any more of you old belt lurking around anywhere? Yes there is. It's just a nasty, horribleness, isn't it? Yeah. That's a piece of cable. There's another piece there, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, come on. Don't do bits and pieces. Bits and pieces. Oh. Look how sticky it is. It won't come off me sticky stick. God. Oh, golly gosh. Oh, look at it. Oh, man. Oh, come on. Play the game. Do I need a hand? Well, this is your favourite stuff that I'm getting out of here. The stuff that goes on the carpet that you don't like.
No.
Yeah.
That one is about bounced on Mankey.
Yeah. I think that's a leg. I'm going to have to... See these here? I'm going to have to get in there with a very fine toothbrush and some isopropyl alcohol and clean out all of these jack points. And the phones, get right in there. It's the only thing really to use. And you've got these switches down here. little toggle switches. That's a 3-way, that one. That's a party one, that's a 3-way as well. Party time! Right. So what we're looking at up here, we've got this bit of belt to come off. No, that's going to be a two-handed jobby. Ugh, yeah, that's just disgusting. That's disgusting. So I need to get that off. Where does that one go then, I wonder? We've got a wheel here. That belt goes around. We've got the wheel up there. Okay, and don't forget that the play button sticks as well. Oh, right, okay. So what we've got? We've got a double pulley. There we go, double pulley on the motor. So obviously they'll find their own heights on these. It looks to me like the one belt. Yeah, it does. One belt goes on the lowest rung, if you like, of that brass drive pinion, and it goes. I would have said this side of this wheel, and then up over that one, and then back round as the crow flies to there, and then the other pivot, the other part of the pulley, the top part, the part nearest me, just goes around there, I reckon, because that is a different height to the flyball there, and it's it's a different height to the gap, the groove in that flyball there. Okay. Well, I have managed to download a PDF, so well, actually, whilst I eat my tea, I will sit and digest it. See what I did there? I don't know, I do it for the money. Money? What money? Even he's bored. He's yawning. Bless him. Right, I need to get the vac out and get rid of this bodily dust. We've got a twin pot down there, look. So that piece there, the collar will do one switch, one pot, and that does the other pot. So that's the tone and the volume. I'm talking as if I know what I'm doing, you know. It's quite amazing, really. Okie dokie, matey. Okie dokie. Right. Tea time, reading up time, and it might even give me the layout of these belts. That's my first guess. Around that pulley, around there and back up, and then that one goes around there. That's all I'm getting from it at the moment. Right, I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, we are recording, I hope. Yeah, 4 seconds, 5 seconds in. Right, how you doing, guys? I've managed, well, I'm hoping I've got this wireless Lavalier microphone cheapie to record audio from the mic, not from the phone. It's been a bit of a task getting that to do that. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my tripod. Oh, here it is. So anyway, here's, oh for goodness sake, butterfingers. Let's put you in the tripod for a second, because I want to be able to walk away. There you go. That wasn't too hard, was it? So let's put you down. Let's put you down here. Can you hear me? Don't know. Don't know if you can hear me or not. This is the question, isn't it? Because I do lots of video and editing and stuff like that. Sometimes you get ambient sounds around you. I just want to record my voice onto my video. Can you still hear me all right? I don't know. It might be very quiet now. Right, let's come back. Come back. And turn off the video. And see if it's recorded audio. groovy, baby. It's actually recording. I don't know. Is it? Yes, it is. Oh, brilliant. Well, it works basically, so that's really good because I can be completely out of sight and you can still hear what I'm babbling on about, which is good. Unfortunately, I'm a bit nasally at the moment. It's Christmas 2024, 21st of December, and we've both of us just gotten over a nasty colds. So I'm still a little tiny bit nasally. I'm trying to record with the microphone facing downwards. I am now going to turn it around and face it upwards because I've seen some people use these microphones, and because it's facing upwards, it's right next to their gobs, and it's picking up all sorts of nonsense. Literally every single tiny weeny little audio, little sniffle or little cough, and it's amplified. So I want to find out which is the best way to do it. Now I'm going to turn it to face my left, over there, like that same area, to basically get the same sort of thing. But I want to know if it's directional, this microphone. Normally the microphones, if they're directional, you have to sort of talk, wherever it's pointing, it's picking up. So, like I say, if it's pointing to my face, it will be louder, more. What's the word I'm looking for? More in-depth sound. If I've got it facing downwards, it's not muffled and it's not over audioed. It's better. And I want to see what it's like facing sideways. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is that good? Well, let's just do a video of it vertically. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or is it better facing downwards? Still, how's that? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4. Stop being stupid, Itty. Right, let's come back to the camera and turn it off, and then see what we go from there.